Ladies and gentlemen, back on my podcast, episode 76. All right, let's get into this.
Yeah.
We just recorded for 30 fucking minutes, and I wasn't recording Discord. Movies in 20...
Ooh.
Movies coming in 2027. Sonic 4, Frozen 3, Kung Fu Panda 5, Zelda, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Secret Wars, Batman 2, Godzilla 3, King Godzilla and Kong 3. All right. RDJ had a birthday invitation with Doom on it. Interesting. Marvel
Mhm.
uploaded an 8.5 hour long video of Wolverine breathing. Cool. Avengers Doomsday set pics were released. Go check them out. Predator, Killer of Killers. It's a 3-part animated movies or a 3-part TV series. I don't know, but that's coming. Tom Hardy said he's not going to come back as Venom, even if he's crossover with Spider-Man. China might pull U.S. imports of films. Who cares? Welcome to Daily released a new poster. There's a new Fantastic Four trailer coming, probably the one from CinemaCon. Daredevil was mentioned in the code for Marvel Rivals, and Professor X was also revealed. Paramount gave some advice for movie theaters. Limit trailers, no ads, matinee pricing until 6 p.m., discounted tickets on multiple weekdays. And that was all my stuff. Oh, yeah, The Last of Us
Yeah.
came out at 92% for the season 2, but it's not out yet. It's not until the 13th. By the time you see this, it is out.
Yes. Probably be on like episode 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Um. All right. Back to what I was talking about earlier. Chris Evans is going to be in Fantastic Four from what I think we've read. Um. And he's supposed to be like some type of variant of Captain America or some shit, but the director said that there was no other superheroes that exist in his universe. It's just a Fantastic Four, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. There was also a leaked image of Cap wearing a Hydra outfit, so that'll be interesting if that's what he is. Um, Brave New World drops. Captain America: Brave New World drops on digital April 15th, so kind of like a big week. We got The Last of Us, we got this dropping. Um, yeah, they have some pretty cool limited edition steel books or 4K, cover arts. So check those out. Um, and the last Marvel thing I think I had was, like I said, I don't know if this is true or not, but it says the Eternals are no longer a part of the MCU.
I saw that, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but that would suck because I actually enjoyed that
I think
movie.
Kevin Feige said
But
that.
yeah, yeah, I think that's what I read too. But I don't know. I like that movie. I don't know why it gets so much hate. It was different and interesting.
You're
But
like a top tier glazer.
well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever, but it's not as bad as everybody says. The action in it was dope as fuck.
Well, they can't be out of it
I
that
have
much.
some
They
cool.
used the Celestial in it in the new Captain
Well, I think
America.
that's all they're. I think that's all they're using is like that foundation. I don't think they're using like the like any of the Eternals or any of the post credit scene that they did. It doesn't. I think they're erasing that with this like Doomsday or some shit. I don't know. It sucks. So the movie's not as bad as people said. My fault. I didn't go watch it in theaters, but I waited till it came out and watched it one day, and I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
So, like I said, it's not the best thing in the world. It's not the best Marvel movie, but it's definitely better than like the first Captain America, which people glazed that.
It's better than Madam Web.
Yes, it would be 100% better than Man of Web.
I think most things are better than that.
That man's trying to kill you.
That man's trying to. Well, he made that funny. That guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was all our entertainment news. Listeners, I apologize. We did a more in depth combo on all this shit, and I fucked it. All right. Is that what you want to
Yeah.
hear? I fucked it. Okay.
Yeah. I want a sorry.
I ain't saying it, but I will
We need a
tell.
sorry for the listeners.
The You didn't miss much.
We had a pretty deep conversation about all this stuff.
The Last of Us combo was nice, and you won't ever hear it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm
Um,
fucking pissed.
why?
I'm fucking pissed off.
Uh,
I'm pissed that you weren't recording.
Yesterday, or I guess this morning or last night or whatever. Whenever we stopped playing Texas Chainsaw, it was probably like 10 minutes later. I was out cold. All right, whatever time that was.
It
I
was
was
like
I was so ready to be off that fucking game, but
6 or something like that. Yeah,
all
about
I
six
know
or
is it was whatever time that was. I woke up. It was 5 a.m.
so.
But I had a dream. I had to write this down fast. But I had a dream that I went to get Papa John's, and for some reason my teeth split long ways, but down the middle, and I was able to pull out my teeth, like the part where like cracked off. So think of like a tooth, but not like down the middle of the tooth, but like think of like a tooth going like long way, and it splits down the middle that way. And I was able to
Right.
take half of it out, but like in one big piece. It was pretty fucked up.
That's fucked. Yeah, that's fucked. I'd be scared.
It wasn't a nightmare, but after that I woke up.
What do you mean it's not a nightmare? Your teeth were fucking splitting.
Yeah, but I wasn't like scared. I was just like, oh, okay.
I would have been scared.
Yeah. But also, dire wolves were brought back from extinction. So, Koolme, you're
Seen that.
probably wondering, when did they go extinct? 13,000 years.
13,000.
What the?
Yeah, I watched the video.
You watched the video?
That shit was. Yeah, I watched a video online. It's fucking crazy. They show them alive. And
Anyway,
now they want to bring back mammoths.
I have some facts about
They're
dire wolves. If you
they're gonna make they're gonna make Jurassic Park a reality soon.
no,
They said it's gonna damage the ecosystems if they keep bringing back these extinct animals.
we'll see what happens. Anyway, dire wolves. They're 3.5 feet tall. That's taller than you, and they're 7 feet long. They went extinct
Fuck you,
13,000 years
buddy.
ago. Let's see. So obviously they're wolves. They weigh around 75 to 148 pounds. Their head length is 4.1 feet. Head and body length, not just the head. Shoulder height 2.6. Their tails are 2 feet long. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, they
I
went
think
extinct
I
a long
bought
time ago. That was the point. And then they brought 2 of them back.
2, and then they said in the video they want to bring back mammoths next.
And I think the mammoth thing that was a long time ago.
Oh,
They wanted to do that one.
but
I
yeah,
think
it's
they were able to,
crazy.
they did
Crazy
something to a
times.
sheep too. I forget what they did to a sheep, but it was able to like something. I don't know what they did to the sheep. It doesn't matter. But they did some crazy shit to a sheep.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video, the dire wolves moving around and drinking milk, then you should definitely check it out. It's
I think they're
fucking
pretty
nuts.
big now. They're like,
Oh, the one I seen, they were fucking like small babies.
because there's a picture of the Game of Thrones author guy holding one, and he was huge. He was like
Oh, I didn't see
a
that.
husky size. So they've been around for a minute. That's all my
I
things.
don't know.
So you know
It's
what?
crazy. It's
Since
crazy.
I wasn't gonna do this today, and if we need to, we will. But I have a scary story that we can read. Since I fucked it, if we need to, we can always do that.
Okay.
But I won't reveal what it is until we get to that point. But listeners, we're gonna play another guess the movie game. That's what we're calling it.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Last time we did this was on the live episode 74. But unfortunately, there were some motherfuckers who were decided they wanted to play as well.
Yeah.
But this time there's no live chat. So
No live chat.
we're gonna go we're just gonna go bar for bar. I do one, you do one, I do one, you do one type deal. since so I have 3 movies and 2 games, and I'm not going to tell you. I mean, I'll just it's the first one is a movie or the first one's a game. It doesn't matter. I think you only have 1 game, so
Yeah, only one game. Everything's from a movie.
I think since you went first on the live episode, you give me one first now.
Okay.
So basically, if you didn't see the live episode as well, uh, the original version of this is it's supposed to be 5 letters. It's supposed to be 5 words long, but I decided that's way too fucking hard, and I just did a sentence to explain it. But
That's
you're meant to basically explain it almost. You're almost like kind of explain it, but confusing in a confusing way. I guess
minor
is
quotes from minor quotes, but they have to do with the movie. They're
so,
from a movie. They're from a specific person.
but the point is, you just meant to guess it off of whatever they say, pretty much.
Right.
Anyway, that's the game. Go.
All right. This is a quote. Name what? Who said this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll take him. I'll take all of you. I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear. Or you'll just leave us be. I'll take him, only him, and I will have my long rest, and you will all live to grow and thrive and lead happy lives until old age takes you back to the weeds.
Wait, I know exactly what this is.
I know.
Say it again. Say it again. I know. I don't know the name of the movie though, but as soon as you were
No.
saying it, it was like, okay, yeah, keep going.
How about I do it? No, I'll take him. I'll take all of you. I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear. Or you'll just leave us be. I will take him, only him, and I will have my long rest, and you will all live to grow and thrive and lead happy lives.
This is what I figured it was. It's because he said the
Well,
feed on fear part, and I feel like it gave it away. And there's only one thing I know that feeds on fear, and that I don't know if it's part 1 or 2, but is it? It's
yeah,
not
but who
it.
said it?
Well, it's Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise said it.
Is it first part?
Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm pretty sure it's the first movie. Yeah, it's when he takes Bill uh
Because I'm.
hostage and he's like, I'll let you guys live if you let me have Bill.
He said, "I'll take
That-
all of you."
yeah, it was that scene.
All right.
I
So
almost wanted to leave off the feed on your fear part, but I didn't want to make it too easy.
that the feed on the fear made me think. I was like, I know this is. I think I probably still could have gotten it.
I think you would have eventually.
That's a good starter. It's a good palate. It's a good way to start the meal.
Yep.
Okay, my
Mhm.
first one is I'm not even going to tell you if it's a game or a movie. But fuck, I feel like mine are too easy again. Oh my god.
Have
Give her-
faith in your.
So mine
yours.
is mine the way I did it was explain it terribly, kind of. Or explain it but make it confusing or whatever, you'll see. So, this is my first one. Stricken by PTSD, the character travels far but ultimately does nothing. Stricken by
Oh,
PTSD, the character travels far but ultimately does nothing.
this has got to be Ellie, right?
I knew these were too fucking easy.
From
It's
Last
it's
of Us
it's
2?
it's part 2, yeah. Oh my god. I thought I worded that like so good. It's like he's not gonna get that. Cause I was just explaining like a part of the game. I did
Yeah,
that.
no.
Oh, fuck. All right, you go. It doesn't
Probably,
matter.
I probably wouldn't have got that one if I didn't play that bullshit twice. But it's living rent free in my head.
All
All
right,
right,
you go. You go.
this
You
one's
go.
pretty. This one's pretty quick. Uh, name this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame that kid. If I had these two for parents, I'd run away from home too.
That's King of the Monsters.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna get that one right away. I wanted to make it harder, but it's fine.
Oh god, that's crazy. All right, my second one. After getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
Wait. We need to keep score, so we're both 1-1, right?
I'll do it right here. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Actually, you're 2 for 2.
So 1-2 so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your second one.
Okay.
After getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
Jeepers Creepers.
No, you can keep going until you don't know, until you want to give up. But
It takes jumps.
after getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
This one's pretty tough, actually. Um.
Once I tell you or you figure it out, it'll make sense. But after getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
Is it what kind of movie is it?
You only get the fucking words there, buddy.
Um. Okay. After a jump start, he goes in for seconds.
After getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
I might actually not get this one. Trying to think.
After getting a jump
Um.
start, he awakens and goes for seconds.
They're getting a jump start. He awakens and goes for seconds. I mean, is that literal, or is that like? Because I almost want to say, no, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say Batman for some reason.
It's not Batman.
Um, hmm.
I think we have to X you right here.
Yeah.
You're getting the big X.
No.
After getting a jump start, he awakens and goes for seconds. It was King of Monsters.
What the?
He gets a jump start from the nuke. He awakens and goes for seconds.
That's kind of funny. We both put King of Monsters, but that's some bullshit. What goes for seconds?
He goes and
What does
fight
that even?
Ghidorah a second time.
Oh my god! I thought you were talking about someone getting like eating something.
No, I worded it terribly. I mean, I'm telling you. Hey.
That was pretty good. I was never gonna get that one.
All right. 1 and 2. All right, you're third.
All right. Why are you so nice? Oh, this is a name. Name this movie, not who said it. Name this movie. Why are you so nice? It costs nothing to be kind. Shutting the fuck up is also free. Caliente.
I definitely heard that before. And I've seen these movies, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of these movies.
Say it again.
Why are you so nice? It costs nothing to be kind. Shutting the fuck up is also free. Caliente.
I don't even know what to say.
We've watched. I'll just say this. We watched it.
It sounds super. I mean, I've definitely. It's so familiar. I just don't know what movie it is. Say
I
it
mean, I
again,
know
one more time.
we talked about it recently. Why are you so nice? It costs nothing to be kind. Shutting the fuck up is also free.
It's the shutting the fuck up
Caliente.
part that I'm like, I don't know. I'll give the X. I have no idea.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We just talked about that on the live pod. You gave me so much shit for it too.
Yeah, but mine was like pretty obvious.
No, it wasn't.
The way
Mine was pretty
you guys
obvious.
are giving so many clues to what movie it was as well.
I drew a blank.
All right, so 1,
I
2
drew a
still.
blank.
I'm on my third.
Hmm.
I just want you to know the rest of mine are all like that second one.
Well, I'm fucked then.
They're like misleading, but also it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm probably fucked. 'Cause that second one was pretty good.
All right, the third one. And this is well, the second one was a movie. This one is also a movie. In a crazy 2v3, the underdogs come out on top.
2v3.
In a crazy 2v3, the underdogs come out on top. And it's a movie.
Trying to think of a 2v3 situation. Uh, is this fucking Godzilla again?
It is not a MonsterVerse film, though.
Okay. Mm, in a crazy 2v3, the underdogs come out on top.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't even know what else I could say to make it even a little easier. I don't know.
I feel like it's a Marvel movie.
I could say that's not a Marvel.
Okay. Not a Marvel, not a MonsterVerse.
I think we should have timer.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do you have 15 seconds starting. You have how about you have, yeah, 15 more seconds now.
Okay.
Crazy 2v3, the underdogs came out on top. It's crazy.
Fuck.
All right.
I
That's
have no
15.
idea.
One more guess.
Crazy 2v3 where the underdogs come out on top. Dodgeball?
Nope. It was Scream 6.
Oh my god. That's some bullshit.
I mean, it's a crazy 2v3 and they won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes!
Right.
It's 1v2.
Fuck.
It's still 1-2.
That's some bullshit.
All right, you go your fourth.
All right, name this movie.
Yeah.
What do you do for work exactly? I hunt.
That's Craven.
Yeah.
Is that
Pretty
right?
easy. Yeah.
So 1-3. All right,
I'm
my
fucking
fourth.
pissed.
All right, this is a movie. I think you might get this one if you listen to the words really well. Fella, so this is like I said, it's a movie. Fella who's cursed with knowledge seeks his master plan.
Thanos? Infinity War?
Yep. So 2-3. All right, you give the last one. I don't think you can even win now. I guess we could
No.
tie. The best we could do now is tie.
All right, this is a game. Name this game.
Yeah.
This game is considered one of the best action sequels of its franchise and stars a man.
Stars a Man, and it's the best sequel.
Yeah.
Is there more
You
than
played it.
2 of them?
More than 2 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Uncharted 2.
Yep. Fuck. Fuck. That's the one I threw it together last second, so I had to think of something quick. I'm pissed.
So now it's definitely impossible for you to win. All right, this is my last one. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, so this, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a game, though. I think you'll get this one. This one's pretty easy, I think. The white ball gives powers to dead people.
The white ball gives powers to dead people?
Yeah, it's a game. I got
And
a.
I've played it.
Oh yeah, you got 50 seconds to figure it out.
It's not Destiny, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I was like, I didn't want to say Destiny. I mean, I played that shit like a few times, but I mean, it sounded familiar.
Yeah, it was Destiny.
I'm surprised I got that one. You did a good job of wording these very, very bullshit.
I'm just glad that you didn't get Scream 6.
Yeah, I was probably never gonna get that one.
But yeah, that was all of mine. I reigned victorious with a.
Yep, he wins this time.
We'll do it again at some point. Maybe we
Yeah,
do
uh,
just games next time or something.
yeah, we probably could. I think this is a cool segment we should keep.
Or
Maybe
we
it'll
could,
force people to play a game or a movie too.
yeah. We can also do it this way,
Maybe.
but you also word them terribly.
How did I word mine terribly?
No, I'm saying you could do it the way I did it as well.
Oh, yeah, I probably could. I thought some of these were going to be pretty hard, but two of them are obvious: the Godzilla one and the Craven.
Well, I guess I could read the story.
How long has this episode been going?
We're 27 minutes so far.
I say you cap it off with the story.
The story is about 4 hours long.
Never mind.
I'm just joking. It's definitely not. It's probably like 15 minutes, if that.
I'd say that's a good
It's probably not even
good
that long.
amount.
We'll end it off with the story, ladies and gentlemen. This was meant to be saved for a different time, but it's fine. Unless you want to chat about Last of Us.
No, I mean we did talk quite a bit about it. It's supposed to end after like season 3 or 4. It's not gonna go past the third game. They don't know if there's gonna be a third game, but they don't want to continue the story on their own. They want to. They have a definitive ending to the show, and I think it has less episodes in season 1.
And apparently Joel's
But
death is different, or doesn't die at all.
yeah, there's one of those two. They have confirmed. I think Druckmann has confirmed that they changed his fate. I think that's all they said.
Maybe he just dies
Or his
differently,
fate.
so it's not so gruesome for the show because they're pussies. But it's also an HBO, so that wouldn't make sense because they have
Yeah.
fucking Game of Thrones.
No, I think
Or they're baiting it. He's gonna die the same way.
maybe.
We'll see.
I mean, it's kind of became a meme now. Like going golfing or going clubbing.
I don't know why would they even change it in the show. What is that? They trying to do some bullshit where the show is different from the game.
I think so. Or they don't want. Maybe they don't want to kill him off.
Well, then why is she
Maybe,
fucking pissed in the fucking show then? What would she? I don't know what she would be mad about.
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure Dina is with her in Seattle still in the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
I
read the
don't know.
story. The story. So it's a old ass story that was put on DeviantArt, which if you don't know what that is, it's a website for art. But this story was put here, and it's called Laughing Jack. And I've heard this before, and the story's pretty fucked up. So sit tight. Yeah, it's kind of long, but we'll get through it. So, Laughing Jack, his name is Snuff Bomb. That's the dude who wrote it, or woman, or whoever. It was written in 2013 on March 3rd, and it's a pretty famous story in that world if you're into these stories. But yeah, Laughing Jack. And he's a clown as well.
Oh, gotcha.
You can look at him. There's pictures of him on this website. What he's meant to look like.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, anyway, Laughing Jack.
that's fucking terrifying.
I think the main one that he looks like is on the right, the one where his arms are dangling. He's like hunched over.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like the main one.
That's fucking terrifying.
But any of the ones where he has the cone on his nose, that's him. I don't know what this fucking lipstick looking ass is. That's not him. I don't know what the fucking is. Some random bullshit. But anyway, Laughing Jack. Let me get back to the story. All right, Laughing Jack. It was
What's his name?
Laughing Jack.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Do you know what his name is?
Laughing Jack?
His name's Laughing Jack.
Awesome. Read the fucking story.
You know, we could do where you read the quotes type of deal. Like you put characters. Not for this one.
You just
That'll
wanna
take
hear
too
the-
long.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually.
Next time.
Whenever we do these again. I will say this, listeners. I don't want to read these scary stories that much because a lot of times fuckers hate them, so.
Yeah, and I got made fun of for my voice.
Yeah, by me.
And Ghosty or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's funny shit, though. Anyway, Laughing Jack. That's his name. It was a nice
What's his
summer.
name?
Shut the fuck up. His name's Laughing Jack.
Okay, thank you. I got confused.
There's no point in reading it at this point. The episode's long enough.
We should end on a cliffhanger.
I'll read half of it and then we'll come back a couple months.
Yeah. Keep people guessing.
I mean, the story is fucking 12 years old. I'm sure people know.
I never heard about this guy called Laughing Jack.
Yeah, if you don't listen to these stories or look for them, you're not going to. You don't even know who fucking Taylor Swift is.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't know who that is. Shut up. Laughing Jack. That's his name. Shut up.
Tyler Swift.
Laughing Jack. That's how the story starts, motherfucker. Laughing Jack. All right. Shut up. All right. Laughing Jack. It was a nice summer day. My 5-year-old son James was playing outside in the backyard of our suburban home. James has always been a quiet boy. He plays by himself mostly. He never had many friends. But he has always had a wild imagination. I was in the kitchen feeding our dog Fido when I heard what sounded like James talking to someone in the backyard. I'm not sure who it was. I'm not sure who it was he could be talking to. Could he have finally made a friend? Is this about you? Being a single mom, it's hard for me to always keep an eye on my son. So I decided to go outside and check on him. Who do you think he's talking to?
I don't know, maybe Laughing Jack?
Yeah, probably Laughing Jack. When I went into
Why would
the
he be talking to Laughing Jack?
When I went into the backyard, I was a bit confused because James was the only person out there. Was he talking to himself? I could have sworn I heard another voice. No. James, it's time to come inside. I called out to him. He came inside and sat down at the kitchen table. It was about lunchtime, so I decided to make him a turkey sandy. It says sandwich, but, you know. James, who are you talking to out there? I asked. James took a moment. James looked up for a moment. I was playing with my new friend. He was smiling. I poured him some milk. Milk in a turkey sandwich? What the fuck? That's vile. That's a vile combo. That's criminal combo right there.
Man, fuck this story.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Next episode, we're going to go over people's death row meals. And then we're also going to reveal what ours are. That's the next episode. I just thought of that. I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I poured him some milk and continued to pry, as any good mother would. Does your friend have a name? Why didn't you ask him to have lunch with us? James stared at me for a moment before replying. His name is Laughing Jack. I was a bit confused. He's a clown. Oh wait, I missed a line. I was a bit taken back by what he said. Oh, that's a strange name. What does your friend look like? I asked, a bit confused. He's a Hispanic Twitch streamer. Oh, that's weird. He has... he has a shitty hairline and... That doesn't say that crazy enough, actually. He's a clown.
Yeah, I know.
He's a clown. He has long hair and a big swirly cone nose. He's got long arms and baggy pants with stripy socks, and he always smiles. I realized my son was talking about an imaginary friend. I suppose it is normal for kids his age to have imaginary friends, especially when he has no real kids to play with. It's probably just a phase. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I never
Not that I
did.
can remember.
It's
Yeah, not
because
that I can remember.
we're not crazy as fuck.
That's debatable.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But if you see your... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a father or anything, but if you see your kid talking to nothing, they're fucked up. Get them the fuck out of there. Honestly, leave the kid there because you're probably haunted or something. Fuck that kid, get the fuck out. That's some paranormal activity shit. He's talking to... What was that ghost name in that movie?
Toby?
Was it Toby? That bitch
it was
talking...
Toby.
That bitch talking to Toby upstairs right now. Pull out the Xbox
Oh, yeah.
Connect and it'll trace out his body and everything. That shit's crazy. The rest of the day went by as per usual. And it was starting to get late, so I put James to bed. I tucked him in, gave him a kiss, and made sure to turn on his nightlight before I closed the door. I was pretty tired myself, so I decided to go back to bed not long after. I had an awful nightmare. It was dark. I was in some kind of rundown amusement park. I was scared, running through the endless field of empty tents, broken down rides, and an abandoned game hut. The place had a horrible look to it. Everything was black and white. The priced stuffed animals all hung from nooses in the game huts, all with sick grins stitched to their faces. It felt like a whole park was looking at me, even though there wasn't another living thing in sight. Then suddenly, I began to hear music play. The sounds of Pop Go the Weasel being played on a squeeze box echoed through the park. It was hypnotizing. I followed its tune, the circus tent almost in trance. Unable to stop my legs from moving forward, it was pitch black. The only light came from a single spotlight shining on the center of the big top. As I walked toward the light, the music slowed down. I found myself singing along, unable to stop. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought 'twas all in fun. The music stopped, right before its climax. Sometimes I stop before I climax, too. You know, you ever, like, go to, like... It's, you know, if you ever try to edge and you squeeze the tip of your cock?
It comes out?
No, you stop it from coming out so you don't bust.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway.
Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, the music stopped right before its climax, and suddenly the lights shot on. The intensity of the lights was practically blinding. All I could see was a small dark silhouette shuffling towards me. Then another one appeared, and another, and another. There was dozens of them, all coming towards me. I couldn't move, my legs were frozen. All I could do was... What? All I could do was watch as the haunting figures drew near. As they got closer, I could see they were children. As I looked at each one, I noticed they were all horribly disfigured and mutilated. Some had bad haircuts. Some... I was gonna say racist shit, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna try to roast you again, but we're not gonna go there, okay?
Fuck you, buddy.
It says some had cuts all over their body. Others were severely burnt, and others were missing limbs, even eyes. The children enveloped me, clawing at my flesh, dragging me to the ground, and tearing in. I just wanted you to know, when I read this shit, this shit's not written great. It says, and tearing inside me. This is an old story. I'm pretty sure it's known to be written terribly, but it's still pretty spooky. Yeah.
It's pretty spooky,
This is only the beginning. Okay, buddy. As the children tore me apart and I faded away, all I could hear was laughter. Horrible, awful, evil. I woke up the next morning in a cold sweat. After taking a few deep breaths, I looked over and saw that a few of James' action figures were positioned facing me on top of my nightstand. I sighed. James had probably woken up early and put these here. I gathered up the toys and made my way to James' room. However, when I opened the door, James was sound asleep. I just shrugged and placed the toys back into his toy box and headed out to the living room. There does not need to be a period there. That fucked it up. That fucked up the flow. What's this guy's name? Snuff Bomb? More like Snuff Dumbass. Wait, where was I? I gathered up the toys and made it to James' room. However, when I opened the door, James was asleep. I just shrugged and placed the toys back into his toy box and headed out to the living room. A little while later, James woke up and I made him his breakfast. He was quiet and seemed a bit groggy. Perhaps he didn't sleep well either. I decided to ask him about the toys. James, honey, did you put the toys in Mommy's room this morning? His eyes shot up. Rolled my eyes and responded. Well, you tell wait. His eyes shot up at them, then quickly glanced back down at his cereal. Laughing Jack did it. I rolled my eyes and responded. Well, you tell Laughing Jack to keep the toys in your room. James nodded and finished up his breakfast, then decided to go out and play in the backyard. I went to relax in the living room and I must have dozed off because I woke up a couple hours later. Shit! I need to check on James. I was a bit worried. It had been over 2 hours and I haven't checked on him. I stepped out into the backyard, but James wasn't there anymore. I was getting nervous, so I called out to him. James! James, where are you? Just then, I heard a giggle come from the front yard. I rushed through the gate around to the front of the house. James was sitting on the sidewalk. I breathed a sigh of relief, then walked over to him. James, how many times have I told you to stay in the back? James? What are you eating? James looked up at me and reached into his pocket and pulled out a handful of hard candies in all colors. This made me very nervous. James? Who gave you that candy? James just stared at me, not speaking. James! Please tell Mommy where you got that candy. James hung his head down and said, Laughing Jack gave it to me. My heart sunk. I kneeled down and looked him into the eyes. What? James, I've had enough of this damn Laughing Jack thing. He is not real! Now this is a very serious situation. Wait, where was I? I've had enough of this damn Laughing Jack. Now this is a very serious situation, and I need to know who gave you that candy. I could see my eyes. I could see my son's eyes tear up. But Mama, Laughing Jack did give me the candy. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. James has never lied to me, but what he's telling me is impossible. I made him spit out the candy and I throw the rest away. James appears to be fine. Maybe I'm just overreacting. After all, he could have gotten it from Tom and Linda from down the street, or Mr. Walker. Either way, I'm going to have to keep a closer eye on James. That night, I put James to bed as usual and decided to go to bed early myself. Suddenly, I was awoken by a loud bang coming from the kitchen. I sprung out of bed and hurried down the stairs. When I got to the kitchen, I was horrified. Everything on the counter had been thrown to the floor, and our dog, Fido, hung dead from the light fixture. His stomach was cut open and stuffed with candy, the same type that James was eating earlier that day. My shock was quickly broken by a sharp scream coming from James' room, followed by loud crashes. I quickly grabbed a knife from the drawer and moved up the stairs with the speed that only a mother whose child is in danger could have. I burst through the door and flicked on the lights. Everything in the room was knocked over and tossed on the floor. My poor son in his bed crying and shaking with fear. A pool full of urine stained the sheets. I scooped my child up and ran out of the house and went next door to Tom and Linda's. Luckily, they were still awake. They let me use their phone and I called the police. It didn't take them long to arrive, and I explained what happened. They looked at me as if I was crazy. They searched the house, but all they found was a dead dog and 2 trash rooms. The officer told me that someone had probably gotten into the house and done this right before, making a quick escape when they heard me coming up the stairs. I knew it wasn't true. All the doors were locked and none of the windows were open. Whatever was in the house didn't come from outside. The next day, alright, this is the last stretch.
Okay.
The next day, James stayed inside. I didn't want him to leave my sight. I went into the garage and found his old baby monitor and set it up in his room. If anything comes into his room tonight, I was going to be able to hear it. I went to the kitchen and grabbed the largest knife from the drawer and put it on my nightstand. Imaginary friend or not, I'm not let anything hurt my little baby boy. Soon enough, night came. I put James to bed. He was afraid, but I promised him that I wasn't going to let anything happen to him. I tucked him in, gave him a kiss, and turned on the nightlight. Before closing the door, I whispered to him, "Good night, James. I love you." I tried to stay up as long as I could. She probably didn't say it like that, all creepy.
Oh.
I tried to stay up as long as I could, but after a few hours, I felt myself drifting off. My baby would be safe for the night, and I needed to sleep. Just as I lay my head on the pillow, I heard a soft noise come from the baby monitor. I had to put on my nightstand. At first, it sounded like interference, like the kind of radio would make. Then it turned into a soft moan. Was James asleep? Then I heard it. The laugh from my nightmare. That horrible laugh. I sprung from my bed and grabbed the knife from under my pillow. I rushed over to James' room and creaked the door open. I tried the light switch, but it wouldn't come on. I took a step in and I could feel the warm, thick liquid on my feet. Suddenly, James' nightlight came on, and I could see the absolute horror laid out in front of me. James' body was nailed up on the wall. The nails piercing through his hands and feet. His chest was cut wide open, and his organs hung down to the floor. His eyes and tongue had been removed, along with most of his teeth. I was disgusted. I could hardly believe this was my baby boy. Then I heard it again. The soft, desperate moan. James was still alive. My baby, my poor baby, in so much pain, barely clinging to life. I ran across the room and vomited on the floor, but my sickness was interrupted by a horrible cackle coming from behind me. I spun around while I was still whipping bile from my mouth. Then out of the shadows emerged the fiend responsible for all this horror. Laughing Jack. His ghost-white skin and matted black hair hung down to his shoulders. He had piercing white eyes surrounded by dark black rings. His twisted smile revealed a row of sharp, jagged teeth. His skin didn't look like skin at all. It almost looked like rubber or plastic. He wore a patchy black and white clown outfit with striped sleeves and his socks. His body itself was grotesque, his arms hanging down past his waist, and the way he was poised made him look almost boneless. I think that meant to say posed. The way he posed looked almost boneless, like a rag doll. He let out a sickening laugh as to let me know he was pleased with my reaction to his work. He then turned around slowly in front of James and began to laugh even more at the horrific sight as he laid out. That was enough to shake me from my terror. I snapped, "Get away from him, you bastard!" I rushed to that monster, raising the knife above my head, and stabbed down at him. But as soon as the knife touched him, he disappeared in a cloud of black smoke. The knife passed straight through him and pierced James' still beating heart, splashing the warm blood onto my face. No. What have I done? My baby. I killed my baby. I immediately fell to my knees, and I could hear sirens in the distance growing louder. My boy, my sweet baby boy, I promised Mommy would protect you. But I failed. I'm sorry, James. I'm so sorry. Police soon arrived to find me in the front of my son, still wielding the knife covered in my baby's blood. The trial was short. Insanity. I was placed in the crazy house for criminally insane, where I've been for the past 2 months. It's not so bad here. The only reason I'm awake now is because someone is playing Pop Goes the Weasel outside my window. I'll talk to the orderlies about it in the morning.
James got fucked up.
James got fucking filleted.
That was fucked. Split open. Oh my
He was nailed to
god.
the wall, got cut open, his teeth and tongue removed.
And then he got what, stabbed again?
Yeah, his mom stabbed him in the heart. Yeah, James
So
just
fuck.
taking blows.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That was pretty good. They need to make that Laughing Jack like a movie or something. That sounds fucking creepy.
He'd probably be like a little
I'd
like
def
horror short or something.
yeah, definitely watch it. That sounded pretty cool.
It might have been adapted into something. It's pretty popular.
Hmm.
Maybe like a
Might have to,
maybe someone's made like a little thing about it.
small horror thing. Yeah, I could see it.
That was Laughing Jack. It's one of the original creepy pastas. But
Never heard of it, so that was pretty cool.
yeah, that's that. Yeah, his name was Laughing Jack. If you didn't know,
What was his
but
name?
Laughing Jack,
Oh, okay.
Jack of Laughs. Anyway, listeners, that was episode 76 of the Batman Podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll fuck it up.
Oh, yeah, we'll actually be recording,
Yeah, it's
and then
crazy.
yeah. I
Once
said
you
we.
fucking
I, didn't,
fucking punk.
I said we, not you. I didn't blame you. I said we. Hey,
Say
buddy.
it. Say it. Come on.
I said we will be recording next time for
Anyway,
sure.
oh yeah, listeners, next time, if you guys saw the Slender Man movie reaction, the next time we do one of those is gonna be for the Minecraft movie.
Oh God.
I don't know
Are you
when that.
actually gonna upload this one?
Yeah, but we're gonna record it differently.
Oh, okay. So you have a plan.
Yeah, but we have to wait for that to come out.
Yeah, that's cool. I unfortunately, we had to watch it.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time for episode 77, where we're doing the death row meal thing. I decided that right now. While we were reading that, that's what I decided.
Like from other people, because I'm pretty sure we already did this in the past with
Have we done it before? Oh, never mind. We won't do
Just
it then.
me, you, and Nick decided our last death row meals.
Well, in that
and we
case,
were
we
doing
won't do
that.
that. But we're gonna go like famous prisoners' death row meals,
Yeah, that works.
and we'll do a bunch
Or
of them.
maybe like requests, like a food or request for their last day.
But that'll be next time. Hopefully, there's enough entertainment news. I'm sure there'll be something. But anyway,
There's always we could also recap the first episode as well. Oh, The Last of Us.
oh yeah, we're gonna do that too. And
No, we'll keep it spoiler free, but
we
yeah.
would also review Daredevil Born Again because that's ending next week. But you decided to fuck around.
Yeah, I found out. I'm on episode 5 of season 2, where he meets where Electra shows up at the end of the episode. So I didn't even know she was in the show.
She's in the show.
Well, yeah, I'm almost done with that season. Well, not really,
Great.
but I'll be
Great.
done with it eventually.
Great. Guys, we'll be
So then,
reviewing Daredevil Born Again season 2 by the time he's done. So
yeah. Wait, what?
anyway, I'm saying you're gonna take forever.
I'm not gonna take that long.
Well, fuck it. You've been watching season. You took like 8 years to watch season 1.
Yeah, because it's hard for me to sit there and watch like spam episodes
I'm fucking
unless
sick of
I'm
you.
really into it.
So you're not into it.
No, I'm into it. I'm actually enjoying this season like more for some reason.
Why? Because the Punisher is a fucking awesome character.
He's pretty badass. He carries this. He carries the show in the second season so far.
Anyway,
Just end the episode.
you shut up. I end it when I feel like it. All right, see you guys. Wait, fuck AMC, fuck Regal, fuck Wells Fargo, fuck uh,
Pandora.
fuck Speedy too, yeah, and Pandora.
Pandora. No, Speedy's a good kid. He's real good.
Shut up. We'll see you later.
Bye.